How far is too far? I've been mulling over these thoughts, these internal thoughts that have just been marinating in my brain about this realization that I've had that when I push myself into uncomfortable positions, uncomfortable situations, and I'm not saying like I'm hurting people or anything like that, I'm pushing myself to grow. I'm pushing my I'm throwing myself off the diving board. I I had a fear of heights when I was younger, and it took several times for me to be thrown off the diving board, and the I would always get to the edge. This is when I was younger in swimming lessons. I would get to the edge of the diving board, I'd freak out, and I'd back off. And then one day, the last lesson, the last opportunity to jump off the diving board. And they forced me. They forced me off the diving board. And there was a guy there just like guiding me to the edge, and I stopped, and he was there pushing me off the diving board. There was another guy in the water there to catch me. The safety net, the zone, the safety zone. And he pushed the guy on the board. He pushed me off the diving board, and for a fleeting second, I was in the air, and then I was in the water, and nothing bad happened. And then when I came up and popped my head off, all the parents were all clapping and cheering, and I use that analogy quite often when I'm in these places of being comfortable and thinking about becoming uncomfortable, and I have to push myself off the diving board. And I know that it won't be fatal. I'm going to land in some water. I'm going to eventually come up for air. The water might be cold. The water might be warm. I'm going to tread the water. I'm going to swim to the edge. It will either be fun or it will hurt. I either went into the water with a clean splash or a splat. It might be painful. That's okay. But it's not going to kill me. So I have this thought of continuing to push myself farther than I've ever been pushed before. Push myself. I just keep pushing myself. I keep putting myself in these very uncomfortable situations because I know that I'm going to grow on the other side of this uncomfortableness. I'm going to grow, I'm going to succeed, or I'm going to learn. There is no failure. That's another realization and probably another video topic, that there is no failure if you always look for the opportunity to learn. Just the amazing revelations that I've experienced by pushing myself outside of my comfort zone and being uncomfortable and being comfortable with uncomfortableness. And that's uncomfortable in itself. I'm not comfortable in the uncomfortableness. I'm very uncomfortable. It makes me a little anxious, but I still push myself harder. And I continue to push myself because I know the growth I'm going to achieve down the road somewhere. I'm chasing that growth. I'm chasing my ability to become the best version that I can with the time that I have left. And I don't know how much time I have. I've got one life. I got this one freaking life. And I've wasted so much time already. I just continue to push myself. And how far is too far? I work really hard. It's just me. I just focus on myself. I work really hard, and I'm starting to be in this place where it's really just myself, where I'm really just alone. Do I have the capacity to do that? I don't know. That's really scary. This is a really scary moment in my life. I'm excited because I know, I'm aware of the stuff that I know I don't know. I'm more aware of who I am. I'm more myself than I've ever been before, but I'm growing much faster than where my friends are. In fact, my friends don't have the drive and they don't have the hunger that I do. So now I'm searching for other people that are hungry like I am. Or I don't find people and I'm just pushing myself out off the diving board into the water by myself in an empty pool. It's how far is too far? When do I stop? How do I stop? Do I burn out? I've done that before. Do I hit a brick wall? Do I find what I love and let it kill me? And what does that mean?